all familiar with common media stereotypes, but children are especially vulnerable. Animated Disney movies are well known for the covert stereotypes and racism that they possess. This is especially true in the case of the Disney princesses and princes, which present a limiting view of gender. The work of Richard Dyer helps to explain this phenomenon. Since there have been 8 Disney princesses thus far, this analysis will focus on those who seem to best fit stereotypical roles. Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Snow White from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Jasmine from Aladdin, and of course the news princess Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. According to Richard Dyer, stereotypes function as a particular subcategory of a broader category of fictional characters, the type. This type has been created for us by the media and is recognizable through defining traits which do not change during the narrative and allude to general features of the world. Each Disney princess offers a perfect example of this type. No matter what movie they're from, every princess fits the same mold. They all have attractive facial features, are slender, and rarely take physical risks. These characters endure throughout the course of the narrative and help to uphold certain hegemonic ideologies that we as a society have about the role of women. So what are some of these ideologies? The first Disney princess, Snow White, is the epitome of gender stereotypes. She often engages in domestic tasks such as baking and begins cleaning within moments of arriving at the dwarf's house. She spends the entire movie waiting for her prince to come, and in the end, it is true love's kiss that saves her life. These stereotypical gender roles of cleaning for men and waiting for love are characteristic of every Disney princess. Later princesses, such as Ariel from The Little Mermaid, have much more assertive personalities. Despite this, Ariel is still willing to do anything to get a man to fall in love with her, even give up her voice. At one point, Ursula tells her that she does not need a voice anyway, as men do not like women who talk too much. In other Disney movies, such as Beauty and the Beast, women are ridiculed for being clever. Is Disney then telling young girls that their beauty is far more important than their intellect? The princes in the Disney movies are also perfect examples of media types. In every movie, they are portrayed in the same way: handsome, strong, and rich. They are the heroes who save the princes and, more importantly, initiate love. Overall, these princes look similar in appearance, and up until this point, there have been no African American princess, though the role of the prince and race of the prince in the newest Disney movie is debatable. One of Dyer's main points is that stereotypes are not just about gender, but about race and class as well. Both Jasmine and Tiana offer a perfect example of racial stereotypes. In the movie Aladdin, Jasmine has lighter skin and Americanized features, typical characteristics of the good characters found throughout the movie. On the other hand, the evil characters are the epitome of what society views as Arab. They have dark skin, thick accents, long beards, and are greedy and violent. This relates back to Dyer's argument that in many films, white represents good while black represents evil. It was not until recently that Disney introduced its first African American princess. So far, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog has raised much debate about racial stereotyping. She possesses large hips and large lips, both of which are seen as common features of African American women. This movie is also set in New Orleans and deals with voodoo magic, both stereotypes of the African American community. Disney portrays women as beautiful, engaged in domestic responsibility, and dependent on men. Even if they initially appear as strong, they must ultimately depend on men to save them. The men are also the ones who initiate love. Overall, this is sending a negative message about gender roles to the younger generation.